We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
What we do not do is spy unlawfully on Americans.
We are leaving in 2014, period. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse. In order to fight and defeat this enemy, it is necessary to wage a new all-out offensive.
You are listening to Biting the Bullet with Luke and Typo.
Yeah, it's been a wild year. What were you about to say?
I said it's just this last year. I don't know if other people felt it. It felt like that motherfucker just blew by, man. It was like I was like, oh shit, it's like December. Fuck.
Yeah. It was when I realized like the new year was coming up. I was like, oh fuck, this is I wasn't ready for it.
It's like so
I'm
much
glad
shit
it's
is
fucking
like,
over.
Yeah, but it's like so fucked up too because it's like so much shit. I mean, for me, even personally and politically, it's fucking changed so much in the last year. But it's just like it was just a blur.
Let's go into that, Jared. What has changed politically for you this year?
Oh, for me personally, politically, absolutely nothing. I was like, this
okay,
was like 2 years ago, dude. I was already there. Pretty much when I moved out to Kentucky and I saw like everything, I was like, oh, okay, we're here. All right, man. So I haven't changed, but like politics in general has just become more and more of a fucking clown show.
I haven't changed.
I'm just fucking like dying.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. I'm fucking here for it. I like it.
Dude, shit's
just
gotten
getting worse.
Like shit took like it took fucking 2021 took 2020 and just like did a bunch of fucking cocaine real quick and just came in fucking dick out. Like,
I thought
2022 taking Betty White right at the gate, or was that
right at the gate?
She died before 20.
Yeah,
like
right
the
before.
day before 2022.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, 2021 had to finish off strong, taking Betty White.
Yep.
The girl that I said literally the week before on a podcast that I would fuck if I was given the choice between being attracted to a 80-year-old or being attracted to a minor. And I was like, yeah, I'd fuck Betty White in a heartbeat. I am attracted to a 90-year-old.
I had.
Yeah, have you seen pictures of her as a child or not as a child?
Yes.
Would you go for her?
As like a 20-year-old or 30-year-old? Fucking hot, dude.
I like how
Yeah,
you
she's not
had
bad.
to like explicitly state the age range that you you wanted to.
We're
describe.
libertarians, dude. The age of consent is pretty arbitrary.
Yeah, are
okay?
you kidding me, dude? One libertarian retweets that fucking clip, we'd have like 5,000 more followers in a fucking night.
Dude, we've been around for a while and no one's like clipped us and we've gone viral.
We've gone way further than half these fucking people go. Like some of the shit that we say, I don't know how we have
all like the main.
I think everybody's trying to keep a secret. They're like trying to like we can listen to it here still.
All like the mainstreamy fucking libertarian podcasts.
Yeah.
So like I know this is like really fucking like really radical, and then you guys are on here like I want fucking Nancy Pelosi to be fucking.
Dude,
in
our first, yeah, we had
Like,
had an episode called like someone for the guillotine.
Yeah.
So like
What
we
was
were
that
calling
dude's
for
name?
politics.
I don't even remember.
I forgot his name, but he was basically saying that there should be mandatory military service or something.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, the name in the episode is his name for the guillotine.
Do we have that shit? We had that shit like episode 10 too. It was like that one Democrat candidate
And,
that was talking
we
about
talked about the
drafting.
Boogaloo like 5 times in 15 episodes. We
There's
got
trans-
motherfuckers swatted for talking about the Boogaloo.
People were swatted.
There's transcripts of this podcast in a federal court case.
That got prosecuted under the UCMJ by NCIS.
Yeah,
we're just saying a whole bunch of acronyms that nobody in the civilian world gives a fuck about.
What do you mean, like recce rifles?
I don't know what that is. I still don't know
Recon.
what recce. Oh,
Recon. It's just
That's fucking gay.
basically like a fucking longer barreled AR-15 with a suppressor and a fucking scope.
Yeah, that's fucking.
That's
gay.
like so what a lot of people like some fucking, I don't know, it just became another one of those like semi-minor gun celebrity tweeted something about it and it became a thing, but like it's like anything else in like the gun community and like the boogaloo
Dude, we have an
anti-government
episode.
community
Sorry,
is like
we have an episode called "No One Likes Burnt Curds," and it's
I love that
about
episode. That was such a good episode.
Yeah, we basically said
if
fuck the
if you
Kurds.
somehow
in the episode.
retardedly found this episode this far in and haven't just been like a recent listener, like go back to fucking No One Likes Burnt Curds.
Where
That
the
was one of my-
audio slowly gets worse as you go back.
Dude, we were so hammered for that fucking episode too.
yeah.
I
That
think we were
was
hammered for almost every episode
almost every
that
episode
we did
were
in like the first like 40.
Me and you would
Oh.
go out and do like fucking like smoke a whole bong between each other and then just come back in and start drinking.
I'm like, all right, let's record. Now we're in peak
It
mode.
used to be like 2-hour episodes. Dude, there's so many of those like longer episodes that like I could not keep up. It just became a fucking drunken blob.
Dude,
Yeah.
I went back and like, cause I don't know how, like some people I hear on other podcasts, sometimes they'll be like, I was saying this a year ago. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what we said like a month ago.
Dude,
So, like-
that's the best part because I will just reuse the same takes that I've done before because I don't remember them. A brand new podcast
Yeah.
to me.
You
I
can-
don't
yeah,
care that it's not a podcast.
can
I don't
probably-
care that it's not new to you. It's brand new to me.
Me and Luke will be like, all right, we'll make predictions. And then like 6 months later, we'll be like, and we called it. And even though we were like completely off, completely wrong, just completely wrong about what was going to happen.
I mean, we were pretty upfront from the beginning that we're fucking retards. So if anybody
Yeah.
like listens to us for any kind of advice, that's on them, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
seriously. Like, like the whole like soul of our message is like, fuck the government, like fuck the military. And we keep that. But like when we start getting specifics because we think we figured something out because we read an article or something, it gets bad. It gets real bad.
John Delaney for guillotine. That's what it was. John
Yeah,
Delaney.
John Delaney for Gary.
Is he even in office?
We called for a man running for political office, and we called an episode name after putting him and chopping off his head. I think
Yep.
Yeah.
is our title. Dude, we've been gangsters since day one. Fuck these other
Yeah.
pussies.
Fuck them, dude.
You guys are fucking faggots.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I was saying. Like, we were talking about getting clipped and shit. And it's like Tower Power Hours getting clips and shit like that. And I was like, dude, we've said so much worse shit. Like so much worse shit that could literally get us in trouble with all the fucking people that they get.
Dude, that's why I like. That's why I used. That's why. I
And
used
I'm
to
just like,
Burning Boots.
they're
It was the
they're
same
just-
reason.
Yeah, they're
Burning Boots,
they're the
Burning
same
Boots
way.
was fucking great. Well, it's the same reason I like. I do miss Kyle on Burning Boots. I do miss that show. But that's why I like TLE because they're not like because they don't do that. They just they go off into spirit world and just whatever happens.
I
But I
know.
enjoy those types of podcasts. Because like all of like the mainstream political theory, fucking all of them, every single one of them,
Well,
every name that just popped into your head, if you're listening to this, that's who I'm talking about.
Those
Those people, whoever it was, like the top 4 you come up with in your head, those people. I don't care what name you think of. If it's yourself, that should tell you something too.
Well, and that's the thing where it's
but
like
they-
we've said from
yeah.
the very beginning, like we don't fucking read. I don't care about your political theory. I know what I believe in, and I'm positive I'm right. And you can suck my dick if you think I'm wrong. That's how I go through life. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't care. We do not care. But
Dude, did it snow where you're at?
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, dude, fucking dealing with Ohio and Kentucky drivers with like the littlest bit of like, I shit you not, bro. It snowed, at least in our area, it snowed like a fucking inch. Like it's a good amount of snow, but nothing to be like freaking out about. Like the asphalt's melting most of it. Like it,
yeah.
Given Cincinnati does not keep up with fucking salting roads because it's Cincinnati,
gets
it's
a little
Ohio.
annoying.
They have to
Yeah.
they have to suck at everything. Some of them do get slick, but if you can drive in snow, it's not a problem. I'm gonna fucking
Still not
work, man.
convinced.
I skidded out like 3-4 times. I was just like, whoa. I just fucking went back to it. I was like,
I'm still not convinced that Ohio is real.
honestly, I work there all the time and I'm not convinced it's fucking real either.
That place doesn't sound like Ohio. Like, come on, that's a real
Yeah.
fucking place.
But
Listen to the name. That's fake.
But dude, yeah, it was fucking rough. I saw one bitch driving, like, we're on the highway and he's fucking like driving like 35 miles per hour on the highway with his hazards on. I'm like, are you fucking serious, motherfucker? Like, I was like,
Well, you know, Arizona, they do that in the fucking rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Everybody starts freaking out. And then it's
Yeah.
even funnier because then you got the one dude that he's just retarded. He just doesn't, like, he can't drive in snow. He can't drive in rain. He can't drive really in general.
Yeah.
But he's so retarded that he just drives the same way anyway. And like, I literally watched it. Some dude fucking go in and I saw him like swerve lanes and there's a little bit of sleet on though, because it was like melting a little bit, but it was starting to build up. So it was that nice, like slick sleet level.
Mhm.
So it's like, oh, you know, hey, pay attention. And fucking, but I saw him like veer, like not like start hitting his brakes
Quickly.
and he started like he couldn't slow down fast enough because he was riding somebody's ass because he's a retard. And then he decided that his best option would be to then veer to the side as he's braking. And yeah, he just went wee into the wall. I was like, oh, well,
Is it snowing out by you, Typo?
Yeah, it snowed today. This is the first time we got snow this entire winter. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Maybe we got like 2 inches, but it
Yo,
probably
does it
snowed
feel
for like
like-
3 hours.
Does it feel like winter is shifted into like January, February, March instead of being like November, December, or
fucking-
December, January?
I mean,
February?
yeah, but I live in I
Yeah.
live in Kentucky, so it's always had dipshit winters. It's like a
Yeah.
river valley. So
Oh, no,
I feel like
was,
that.
I was in Dallas for fucking Christmas and it was like 75, 85 degrees. And I was like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is happening?
I mean, it
And
was
then-
chill. It was chilly, but
It was like
wasn't, it just didn't
65.
snow.
For Christmas here. It was
Yeah.
weird.
But last year we got hit with like a decent snowstorm. That fucking sucked driving in. Like it was like we got hit with like, I mean, this isn't for any like, especially me and especially Typo, because you lived in the same climate area I did basically. But like it was like Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati got hit with like a foot of snow in a fucking day. It was like, oh, this is like a good amount of snowfall. I should really
Yeah.
like pay attention. And then couple that with like they don't have like they're not out pre-salting the roads. They don't have snow
Yeah,
plows
yeah.
out immediately. So like it fucking
gotta
the
get
roads
approval.
especially the side roads are fucking garbage, bro. Like that last year, I jackknifed on the road. Like I fucking went completely perpendicular. It was because of a snow plow, because the snow plow wasn't actually doing his fucking job. He was like hitting basically the center lane, and I'm in a work truck on a fucking back road, and I'm like, dude, I have nowhere to go, bro. So I had to fucking like get out of his way. He's also retarded because he lives in Ohio, and fucking like my front tire hit off that because it's rear-wheel drive. It's a work van, and that rear tire hit off that fucking road, and that much snow and fucking ice and,
you
shit.
went, "Wee."
Oh yeah, fucking immediately went wee. That was like, I was like, oh shit, like started like pump my brakes slowly. It fucking like got control. And by the time I was able to come to a stop and like fucking dude, I was completely fucking sideways. Like I had no traction. Like my
Nice.
weight was gone, everything. I was like, fuck you. I was ready for it though. I was like, this is gonna end badly. Just don't tip.
Yeah.
Just don't tip
Surprising-
over.
Surprisingly, my area is pretty good with like laying salt, but we have like
Well,
a bunch
because
of
you're used to it.
trucks. Well, that too, but like a bunch of trucks come in and out of my little town, and we live on a bluff. So if those trucks can't like stop going down the hill, it's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
It's a real bad
Oh,
problem.
dude, it's sketchy. It was a good amount of snow that last year, so it's
You
weird.
look like,
We're
you're gonna look
having a
like
much-
Colorado.
Yeah, it's weird. We're having a much
Ew.
milder. We're having a much milder winter here. It's probably the climate change.
Oh, it's gonna bite you in the ass in the next month or so.
By the way,
It's
I've
just
always
gonna downpour all at once.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. I actually do believe in climate change. The government's not going to solve it.
And I don't really care.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Climate
I think-
changes all the time.
I think it's real, and I hope it fucking gets worse.
Can we speed this up? Actually, I am pro U.S. military.
Bro, drop that
well,
shit.
We were wanting a plague, and that didn't come through.
That-
We got
I
some
know, that was such a
bullshit one,
bitch
dude.
plague.
So now I'm like, all right, we need like what's that movie? The Day After Tomorrow. We
Yeah,
need something
I'm
like
down.
that, dude.
How is it just not the fact that fucking disease only kills fat people? That fucking like, or they have like 4 other illnesses. that are killing
Yeah,
them at the
well,
same
you know,
time.
that does kind of make sense. Like Americans should be freaking out when
Well, and
the
China
disease
made
it.
kills
I mean,
fat people.
China made it. Of course, they were targeting.
I don't
Americans
ever
when it killed
Chinese
fucking fat
Chinese
people.
numbers. We were also getting videos out of China of them welding their door shut. They're
I know.
fucking the Chinese numbers are bullshit. They're gonna
Dude,
fucking say whatever they want.
I know. Do you remember the videos of them like it looking like fucking craziness? There's dead bodies in the street
Yeah,
in China.
that's why I fucking freaked out at the beginning of it. I was like, oh,
I know
this
you
could
were
be-
freaking out.
I
I
was,
was like, dude,
well,
shut the
'cause no,
fuck up.
no,
I'm
'cause I
not
was
getting
like-
more water from my work. Fuck off.
No, dude, it was literally like, oh, this could get fucking like really retarded really quickly from like all sides. I was like, I'm actually genuinely worried about like how a bunch of fucking fat retarded Americans are gonna fucking deal with this, especially if like at that time it was like we didn't know anything. So I was like, so especially if this actually is something that's like deadly, like, oh, this is gonna get fucking stupid really quickly. And then it did, and I was like, oh, now I have a bunch of fucking food that I just bought. Like within a month, I was like, oh, not even. It was like a couple weeks. I was like,
Yeah, I was more worried about like the people more than I was like the
Yeah.
virus.
oh, for sure.
Because there was a bit of a panic. I mean, we were like people were like fighting over toilet paper. That was pretty
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, dude. It was like it was getting. I was
Like,
like,
that's
oh,
what
this
we
is-
need, dude.
I was like, oh, this is gonna get really stupid. I mean, everybody pretty much felt that way. Like, remember the fucking our neighbors at that time was basically that like big Mexican like blue collar family.
I know. I loved them. They
Fucking-
were awesome.
And we had that whole conversation with that dude. He like brought it up. He's like, "Yo, Holmes, shit's getting fucking really stupid. Like,
Yeah,
are
but
we
he was
going?"
cool. He was cool because he was like, people are getting stupid. He wasn't like worried about all
Yeah,
this craziness. He
yeah.
was just like, shit's getting weird. Like people are getting
Dude.
weird. He's like, we're good though, right? And we're like, hey, dude, we're good if you're good. And he's like,
Dude,
all right, cool.
I love living around Mexicans, man. That shit was the fucking best time of my life.
Yeah,
Dude,
when the
and-
guy
well, and
the
those
guy
guys
was
are
like
around
fucking
steadily
cool.
I live around nothing
Steadily,
but
like,
fucking like white
do you
trash
say?
white people now, and it's terrible.
Yeah, what'd that guy say? He said something like kind of subtly. He's like, you know, I'll keep an eye on your stuff. Keep an eye on mine. And
Yeah,
we're
and
like,
then-
yeah, dude, we'll keep an
he's-
eye out.
dude, He straight up because we had the flag out front. We had the Marine Corps flag out front
Yeah.
because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gay. We're gay. So he was like, y'all are like veterans. Y'all got like guns and shit, right? We're
Well,
like,
it keeps ghetto ass motherfuckers from your place, dude. That's what the Marine Corps flag is for. It keeps
Yeah,
ghetto ass
true.
motherfuckers.
No,
from
that's
coming
exactly
in your
why-
fucking
yeah.
place.
no, that's actually straight up. That's 100% true. We learned that really quick. Like
As
we-
long as
we
as
used
long
to
as you're
work-
young. If you're old, then they're like, oh, let's
Then
go
they'll-
fuck
then
with the
they'll-
fucking
then they'll
PTSD'd
fucking-
out fucking
yeah.
bitch boy. But
he has a bunch of fucking social security money. Let's go fuck his ass up. But
yeah, but if you guys are young and they're like, those dudes have guns. Like those dudes have guns. Like,
dude, yo, because remember we used to work with all those fucking pieces of shit. We did like general demolition.
Yeah.
and shit. We were around a bunch of like meth
my
heads and
God.
shit,
and
used
they
to,
were always like,
all
oh,
of them
you
were
guys
scared.
you guys are crazy.
All of them were scared of us, except
Yeah.
for, like even like the really big Mexican, like by himself, that was like the boss of the meth heads. I loved that dynamic so much. Even he would be like by himself, just us, be like, oh, y'all can fucking shoot and shit, and fucking be like, but I was like, oh, this dude would fuck me up. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, he was bald with like tattoo. He did plumbing work. He was
Yeah,
a different
probably
contract.
did time.
Dude, he had tattoos all over the backside of his back end. He's a big, beefy motherfucker. And we were talking. He's like, I bet you could fucking shoot so good, dude. And I was like, bro, if you got your hands on me, like, I'll make you feel it, but like, you're gonna fuck me up. Like, bro, I'm not more gangster than you, dude. I don't know why you feel that. We just started hanging the Marines.
Dude,
like,
people
"Yo,
just
we're gonna rob
assume. Like
We were
I don't
like
like. It's one of the good things about being in the Marine Corps is like people just assume. They just automatically assume that you know how to like fuck people up.
Oh, dude,
like,
it'd be funny. Yeah. It'd be
It's
funny
so
Like, could you
too,
weird.
imagine?
when you're-
Do you guys both remember Bronson? Like people assume that guy can do something.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'd fuck that
I
bitch
think-
up.
I think people
I'm
would look at
retarded.
him as like and just be shocked. Like you were in the Marine Corps? Like
That's what I'm
what?
saying. They let anybody fucking in. They let
let
anybody
everybody-
fucking in.
They let my ass.
Oh
in.
yeah.
They let all three of us in. It
Yeah.
didn't work out very well for him because now we just got out and shit talk
Yeah,
him on
but
a
you were
fucking
like-
podcast.
Yeah, but you were like an athlete, so that makes sense. You were a
Yeah.
high school athlete. Typo was a fucking nerd that managed to play football. So he's
take
gonna
it, dude.
so he's gonna fucking make it. My ass was a fucking nerd and I was not in shape.
You were a schizophrenic that played soccer at
played
one
soccer.
point in your life.
I got kicked out. I got kicked out for my beginning of my senior year of soccer because I got into a fight.
That sounds like the Jared thing to do.
Did
Yep.
you lose the fight?
It was like, no, I actually whooped his ass. He was like 8 inches shorter than me.
Oh.
Fucking,
He's
swung
actually in
he-
8th grade.
My dad.
You fought
my
a
dad-
pocket man, dude.
My
What the
dad,
fuck?
my dad was like an army boxer, so he did teach me how to like box. And that fucking little kid tried to fucking throw like a wild hit. I just like whoop, whoop, and then just just start fucking smacking the shit out of him, like grab him by the throat. Like I'm fucking like.
I'm just
he was
imagining like Jared throwing a midget through a wall.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I also fucked his high school girlfriend too after I got back from the Marine Corps.
You're a fucking
Damn,
bitch.
dude. That's fucking
didn't.
rough.
He didn't, but I did. Ah,
That's fucking
good
funny.
times.
Yeah.
I love it.
good
I miss
times.
my younger 20s every now and then, but I'm like, it hurts now.
Oh, yeah,
Do it.
You're what, 29 now?
I'm soon, yeah.
29.
It is
soon.
weird pushing
Coming up
30.
on it. It
Pushing
fucking hurts,
30.
man. I'm engaged. I'm fucking
Oh yeah, you weren't engaged the last time you were on the podcast.
no, I was
yet.
not. I'm looking to buy a house within a year, bro. Everything's terrified. I'm fucking scared. I'm like, hopefully I'll be I mean, honestly, I'm scared to say that. Hopefully I'll be a dad soon. I'm like, I'm gonna be in charge of something that's not like a dog.
Well, and your
That's
dog's a
wild.
fucking neurotic fuck anyways, so I
What
can't
are you
imagine how
talking
your
about? My
child's
dog-
gonna come out.
No, my dog's awesome. Fuck you.
He's a neurotic fuck.
He is not neurotic. He's great. He listens. He listens.
He was with
and he's
you at your
calm.
worst. So he's been through a lot, dude.
Yeah, he used to.
He's got more PTSD than you do.
He used to like wake me up from nightmares and shit. And he'd be like looking at me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah.
So that's why I said your dog's got more PTSD.
Oh,
than
dude,
you
he's got it so fucking made. He just like hangs out.
do.
And, like,
Dude,
lays in
no,
bed
you
all
know what
fucking day.
dog's got the worst? Fucking Hank.
Oh, I miss
Dude,
him.
that
Hank.
dog. I've only seen this dog a few times, but I've heard stories, and
Dude,
this
Hank's-
guy has like been through Nam.
Hank's living his best fucking life right now.
I
All
bet
right.
now.
Everything. Okay, listen, when we got Hank, it was 3 dudes fresh out of the Marine Corps in an apartment the size of my current crack den living room. And Hank was kind of a piece of shit. So like he never got like he made it.
He survived.
Don't, dude. That's gonna get us fucking in trouble with Liberty Twitter, dude.
No, he was never fucking abused. He definitely got tossed a couple times. And I'm like, ah, shit, sorry, bro. It was fucking.
I was drunk.
You
Hank.
treated
It's
him
not
like
my
a-
I
fault.
wasn't even drunk. It was just like, why are you shitting on the fucking floor again? Fuck, and you're like, oh, dude, fuck, I'm sorry.
You didn't have boots to yell at, so you just took it out on Hank.
Dude, no, bro, that motherfucker, like, he wouldn't even if you gave him like a little spank, you were like, no, bad. He would just look at you and be like, that doesn't hurt, you bitch.
Dude, that's
And
my
I'm like-
dog, bro. That's my.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
dog. She doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, to a point, it was fucking Mikey too.
Yeah.
No, dude. I mean, Hank's fucking awesome. I just went over there and I saw Hank Enke. He's the little he's fucking dude. He just chills now. That motherfucker,
How's our friendly neighborhood Steven doing?
he's doing pretty good. He's doing good considering all things in life. I mean, no, he's got a good job. He's doing all right. He still how did I describe it? Oh yeah. Described it. I was like, I have 2 best friends. One of them's an absolute catch. Like he fucking like that's a good guy. Like I'll kill you if you hurt him. He's a good guy. The other one will ruin your fucking life. Like within 6 months, you'll be looking at a guy that cheated on you 13 times. Like as he's admitted it,
As he blames you for it.
No, he just admitted it. He was just like, I just don't like you. and you decide you're gonna join the army to try to understand him. And you fucking that's where your life's gonna be. It's
God.
funny because that bitch owes me and other homeboy a full paycheck. Because we bet her when we heard she was enlisted. This is an actual true story, by the way, people. We heard her when she said she was enlisting, and she has a bachelor's degree. So we're like, oh, it's good. You're going in to be an officer. We were about to be like, yeah, high five. Fucking live the life, man. Have a good time.
She's pregnant, isn't she?
No, I don't even know. I haven't looked at her. I haven't looked for her in ages. And fucking last I heard about her is when she got kicked out. But I remember being there, and she was like, "No, I'm going enlisted." And immediately, me and T-Dog were like, "Oh, bitch, you ain't gonna fucking make it." Like straight to her face. We were like, "You're not gonna fucking make it. You're going enlisted army. You're a 26-year-old fucking white female that's never known adversity in her fucking life, and you're gonna fucking enlist in the army enlisting."
Wait, do I know her?
Yeah, you met her.
I met her. I didn't.
Yeah, you met her.
Did
you
I
met her a
live
few
with her?
times, dude. Steven dated her for fucking forever.
Steven.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
said T-Dog, and I was confused.
No, me and him were asking her.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, she got med stepped within like 9 months. And me and him had fucking actually bet her. We were like, because we were making fun of her for being enlisted. I'm like, "You're a dumb bitch. You're so fucking stupid. Why? You gonna go fucking be crazy? You think you're gonna get him because you come back like fucking off 3 divorces and pregnant again? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?" I just described like 80% of the females in the United States military, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is
That's
this
true
is the
statement.
facts, dude.
They're all fucking. That's all saying divorced 3 times and fucking like 5 kids from like 2 different dads.
But she ended up getting med-stepped.
Yeah, she ended up getting messed up. And we bet her, and we were like, "You will owe us a full paycheck, like private's paycheck, which is like $500." So she owed between the two of us $1,000. And that bitch never paid up.
Yeah, I don't think she's
She
going
said she
to.
said she wasn't gonna last year. I'm gonna find her actually. I'm gonna find that cunt. I'm gonna message her. I'm gonna add her on I'm gonna remake Facebook and then just add her through that. I'm gonna find her somewhere and then I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, hey, you remember me? I was Steven's friend." And she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember you." I'll be like, "Hey, so you owe me a full paycheck. You remember you owe me like 500, it was like 67. I remember actually $567. For me."
So what was the bet? She just wouldn't make it through the first enlistment?
Yeah, I said she was good. Me and him both said she was either going to quit or get stepped in some way within a year. Not even the first enlistment. We said a year. Dude, she was literally a fucking suburban upper middle class white girl that had, I say it, her best friend was a gay guy. Let me put it that way. Like that woman was in a good upbringing.
Her best friend was a gay guy. She was in a good upbringing.
Dude, I just spit truth, man. I don't know how else to say it. Everybody those who know.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking.
I know exactly.
Yeah, she was extremely liberal. Like she was like she was like scared to shoot with us and shit. She was like an ASU grad. Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude, an ASU business grad at that.
Yeah. You go to the most dude. That's the crazy part about ASU is like the most prestigious part of ASU is the W.P. Carey School of Business, and it's like the easiest course session in ASU.
Dude, it was so yeah, he ruined her life within like I want to say they dated her. He dated her fucking what? I want to say like a year and a half maybe. And like explicitly like would get pissed drunk and like do a bunch of cocaine and shit, all the fun stuff, the things we did in our early 20s. And I did. I'm fucking old, man. I don't do that shit not anymore. I drank 2 White Claws. I'm feeling why I took 3 edibles, but I drank 2 White Claws.
And you're fucking boring.
But yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. I don't fucking know, man.
Well, let's talk about the fucking year. Let's talk about
let's talk about the actual topic of the show.
Well,
it's one year of Biden.
Yeah. Well, all right, 1 year since January 6th, as of today.
Well, dude, that was
January 6th carries absolutely zero significance in my life.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so here's the thing. No one fucking so like 9/11, they compare it to like 9/11 and shit. And like my little town here, they do like a 9/11 kind of ceremonial shit. Like you'll see, the fucking veterans,
small towns,
VFW, whatever, and they'll put on little something. Our golf course will put on like some ceremonial tournament it's like the Twin Tower tournament or something like that. No one's talking about.
Is everybody just
January
bomb
6th.
in that tournament?
Yeah, basically. But But for people around here,
But,
no one has even like mentioned January 6th. Like no one doesn't come up in conversation. Like no one. The only thing that I've heard is my dad go when they came on the news. Hey, look at this bullshit. Like,
Nice.
That's
Nice.
about it. Like that's no one cares around here. And like when I start talking about it, people are like, "Yeah, but have you seen the gas prices?" They're like, "Best president ever," and I'm like, "Okay, well." It's not even something people talk about around here. I can't even like have a discussion because I look online and there's fucking check marks just freaking the fuck out right now, but no one around here gives a fuck. Not even that
Yeah,
they're talking about it.
I don't know fucking anybody that gives a fuck, to be honest. Like the only people I see freaking out about it is on Twitter. Like I didn't
Usually
see
media,
people freaking
usually
about it
media
on Facebook.
personalities.
Yeah, I didn't see people freaking out about it on Facebook. It's only on Twitter do I see people freaking out about it. And they're all
I didn't really see anything on
checks.
Instagram unless
No.
it's like a politician or a journalist. It's like only politicians and journalists and people making fun of it. That's all I see it.
I mean,
Now
that's
I
the
know
whole
our
reason
circle's
why-
a little autistic, so yeah,
Yeah.
we're fucking, everyone just kind of makes fun of it in our circle or kind of like shits on the check marks. But like real people around here, no one gives a flying fuck, dude. It's like kind of like
'Cause
weird how like
because nothing happened. Because honestly, like in most people's heads, it's like nothing really happened. Like it was whatever. Like they stormed the Capitol. They make it seem like they stormed the Capitol and like fucked it all up. And it was like, no, they followed the guidons inside of the fucking. They followed the little velvet ropes through the halls. Like these
I
people
wanna
weren't
move-
fuking doing crazy shit.
I want to move to Kazakhstan, where if they just
Yeah.
hike my gas price up over $1, I burn the Capitol building to the ground.
Yes. Yes.
In
Yeah.
Kazakhstan, like in a hypothetical situation, like you get what I mean.
I'll be fucking Borat for the rest of my life if I got to live in a government or in a place like that.
Right?
Dude, that was pretty crazy, and it happened on January 5th, and it was just like what we could have had, guys.
What
Like,
could- what could have been?
What could have been?
What could have been? They're raiding police armories, getting like, grenade launchers and demolitions and automatic rifles. I'm like, oh man, who could have ever seen this being as a possibility in a hypothetical Minecraft?
Dude,
Yeah.
the only people, there was one dude I saw on our Instagram that was like, at least they did something. And we were like,
Yeah.
Typo was shitting on him back and forth. And then I jumped on and I was like, yeah, dude, like we literally don't give a fuck. Please keep commenting.
Bro,
Like would love you to please keep commenting. And it
they
was just like
they had too
stupidness.
much coffee and went on a tour.
Yeah. They're fucking boomers, bro. It was a whole
Yeah.
bunch of like old
Yeah, and,
white
like,
folk.
No, I don't know. Like, I bet some of it was like, I bet like most of it was people got caught up in the moment. I mean, there was like weird mixed signals. The Capitol Police was kind of like waving people in. There's some probably feds all around kind of instigating shit
yeah.
a little bit. But in the end of the day, dude, it was just like, oh, I guess we can go inside. I guess we can take selfies. Like, oh, dude, Nancy Pelosi's door's unlocked. This is weird. I guess we can just kind of go in here. And I mean, these people are being fucked. Like these people are being like they're getting the hammer brought down on them.
They got a really expensive tour, and that tour was years
Yeah.
off their life in prison.
Yeah, it cost them 2 years of their life in like solitary confinement. So like,
And if you're
I
the
don't know if it was
shaman, it's
worth
like
it.
4 years. It's 41 months,
Yeah.
whatever 41 months is. Almost 4 years. It's like three and a
Yeah.
half, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, it's just so weird to watch. Like, because like I mean, we're the only like we're weirdos and we pay attention to this shit. So it's just so weird to see like them try to put on this facade. Like this was like one of the worst things ever. Like Kamala Harris literally compared it to 9/11 and Pearl Harbor as the
And
dates we
Pearl
remember
I
in
love
history.
I love
And
that.
everyone.
I wanted to do a poll. I thought about it. I don't know. I didn't do it, but it was like, where would you rather be, in the Capitol building on January 6th or at Pearl fucking Harbor as military aircraft drop fucking 200-pound and fucking 100-pound
Wait,
bombs
yeah.
on you?
When they run out of bombs, they just crash their plane into your fucking ship. Like
Oh,
you're
no,
like,
not at that point in the war, bud. Not at that point in the war.
Oh, whatever. I watched Pearl Harbor, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Dude, I was going back through our episodes trying to be like, all right, let's talk about some of the episodes we had. And then I look at the captions to the episodes and I remembered like there was a point in time where I was like, I'm going to do what Rick and Morty does and not say shit about what happens inside the episode in the description. And so I don't know what this episode is. Crazy Week calls for crazy talk. And the fucking description is, dude, what's mine say? Sweet. Dude, what's mine say? Dude. And
very
like
helpful.
Very helpful. Like, and that's basically like until typos took over, I think that's all of them. We had Adam Kokesh on this year. We had Angela McCurdle on this year. We had Ace.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we had Joshua Smith on this year.
Oh, really? He came on even because of the whole N-word thing. He still came on.
Yeah, we actually we made him.
We talked about it. We made him talk about it with us.
Oh, that's what's up. I don't remember.
But then,
I only listen to your guys' episodes based on the description.
So
dude,
you
what's
listen
mine
to
say? Sweet.
I probably
mine
listened to
say?
that one. I probably just
Dude.
don't remember it. I probably did listen to that.
It's all
one.
nonsense.
We had
anyways.
Robbie the Fire on.
That was a good one. I missed that. That was a good one.
Yeah, he came on and just asked us questions. I was like, Robbie,
I know.
stop this. Like
Stop
he's
it.
just
Well-
no. I need to know about jacking off in a porta john. I was like,
I know,
no,
dude. He was
let's
so
get past
obsessed
this.
with us. I made a joke about jacking off in porta potties in the Marine Corps, and he like the rest of the fucking episode, he was like, "Nope, we're talking about this." Like, I want to know.
Yeah,
why do you
because
do it?
that's a
Like,
strange
was
concept.
very
Like,
curious.
honestly, that's a strange concept as somebody that grew up in like New York City. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Well, the
I mean,
whole
that's
people
fucking
jack
city
off on their
smells-
subway. It's
I
not
know.
that crazy.
The whole fucking city smells like a goddamn porta potty. Why is it that fucking weird?
hey, now you don't see that many. And I said, if
I've
you-
seen 4
that
videos
tweet,
this week of
that
people
tweet
jacking
that,
off on a
tweet that she
fucking-
did where it's like, what, you've never been in a city and seen some dude just jacking it in public? Like, that's never. He even kept it inside of his pants. He's being a gentleman about it.
and he had his mask on.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen someone jerking off in public.
I was in New York City,
I've
so
never-
I've seen somebody jacking off in public.
Okay.
I've never seen.
I've also
anybody-
been in San Francisco. I saw people jacking off in public.
All right, the gays don't count.
It wasn't just them. It was fucking.
Wasn't
I
just
remember
them.
Speaking of Steven, he
It was
fucked a fat.
Steven.
He
It was
fucked a
Steven.
fat chick on the beach in the middle of bar hopping. Took
Nice.
like, it was in and out like I think it was like 6.5 minutes. He just came back. I was like, "So, dude,"
Yeah.
he's like,
Dude, you know what happened this year doesn't feel like happened this last year? The GME AMC fucking hold the
Oh, yeah, that was
line
bef-
shit
yeah,
happened
that
this
was-
year.
That was crazy.
That did
Actually,
not
that was
happen
really
this
cool.
year.
That happened this year.
"Oh
We
Jesus!"
talked
was, like,
about
back
it
in
on
February.
February 21st.
Yep. That was back. in
Hold the
February.
line. We can remain retarded longer than you can remain solvent.
That was a pretty cool thing to happen. And
Yeah, that was funny.
yeah, it was really funny. Like that's
Dude,
honestly it
that's
was.
the problem though. Is like everything this year was just fucking funny. It was just, I mean, I think it's like we started this show kind of trying to be like, oh, libertarianism is like a Marine veteran, like, typical guy, and then it like quickly devolved into this is all fucking stupid. man.
let's talk about the funniest shit we can. Like that's
I
what it came
mean,
to.
there's a lot though.
Yeah. Well, then we had Pat back on from Uncensored Tactical.
Kind of
Which
episodes
we
were always good.
yeah, we talked about the economics of policing, which was really good episode. And then right afterwards, we had Brian McWilliams on. That was fucking
That was a good
hilarious.
episode. I was
I
like, oh,
love
I
talking to
loved that
Brian.
episode. That was a great episode.
Yeah,
I'm
dude, talking to
noticing.
Brian,
I'm
and we were
noticing.
just-
I'm noticing when you get these like good podcast hosts on, dude, your shitty show that like all of a sudden it becomes a really good episode.
Oh yeah, when it's just being Luke. And
Yeah.
it's not that we don't want to invite people on, but it's sometimes we just want to talk and say our bullshit. And it's hard to do that when we have a guest because we're like trying to be more polite and let them talk. And that's kind of annoying. And I don't like listening to other people. I'm like, I listen to your podcast. Why would I invite you on? Like, this is stupid.
We have an episode named Bombs Not Kids. I think Jared was on that episode.
Yeah, I was on that episode.
Bombs Not Kids. That was
I don't even remember what that episode was. And I
Was
on
that
it.
when Joe Biden? Is that when Joe Biden hit the what
Yes,
month was
he
that?
hit the kids. That was in April. That was in April, guys.
Was
There's
that
still,
when
like,
ISIS?
There's still, yeah, that's when we bombed fucking ISIS and it was
Oh
all
yeah.
Yeah,
was
when
all
ISIS
kids.
attacked they attacked the. What's that? No, I feel like that was in
No.
August though.
No, I'm talking about the one where they bombed the people that fucking they thought it was ISIS. And
ISIS. Are you talking about ISIS K?
no, they thought it was ISIS and it ended up being like 7 kids and 2 dudes that
I don't think
like,
that
took care
happened
of the
till
kids.
August because that's
That-
when like
yeah.
fucking shit started collapsing in Afghanistan. It wasn't
Yeah,
until like
Afghanistan
August.
was late. Yeah, you fucked up, bro. You're
No,
sure.
Because
this one
Joe-
was no, it happened because those ones happened because of oh no, that you're right. It happened because the troops died. The troops
in the fucking
died.
bombing.
Yeah,
Oh my
in the-
god. Come to us
Yeah.
for our expert foreign analysis.
I don't remember what
policy
bombs not
analysis.
kids were.
You know
I
what?
don't remember that
I'll still
episode.
debate Kevin Castle because I'll just call him a fucking faggot the entire time.
Oh, and then Newport's almost got banned this year.
I thought they
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Did they get struck down?
No, I mean I still can buy Newport. So we had an episode named Spanish is transphobic because Typo was like Typo said that in the episode because there's inflections for or there's
Male
different
and
ways
female
to-
tones.
yeah,
Yeah,
male and
yeah.
female.
It's the same in French.
We had Chili Trace going on. Chili Trace. That Typo went to. That was fun.
That was good.
Oh yeah, Childeberg.
Yeah. Let's see what else. We had a whole episode called "Suck My Dick."
Well, that's when that dude from the Free State Project, Jeremy Coughlin, when he like said that.
Oh, that was a good
Oh
episode.
yeah, that
Some
was
gay,
this year. Holy fuck!
like 17-year-old or something said something to him on Twitter.
Yeah,
and
it
he
was one
like,
of those. It
"Suck
was like
my
an
dick."
anonymous profile that he was like just interacting with, and he was like, "Fuck you, suck my dick," and fucking,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh my god, I am a 7." Like I am. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, then I think we talked about this too because it was like, dude, people would not survive on Xbox Live in
Yeah.
like the late
Yeah,
or the early 2010s when
Dude, most of the
Like,
time now,
we
there's
were
not
just
even
talking
like
about the other
parties.
day in
There's no like
Discord.
lobbies. There's no lobby chats anymore. Like most of the
Yeah,
games I
I
play,
try.
there's
look
no.
look what they've
I
took.
try
from us.
sometimes.
Look what they took from
but-
us, dude. This is why this generation's so fucking weak, man. Fuck. You didn't have, my dad used to bitch about being in the coal mine while I was on Xbox 360 Live fucking Halo parties. So let me
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
tell you, bro. This shit
Yeah,
was
like
rough.
my parents had to like go outside and play, and I just had to listen to idiots on the internet tell me I'm retarded when I'm like 12. So
And I just
It's
got
hard.
called a faggot a lot.
I got
Yeah.
faggot a lot.
I was like,
A
your
lot of-
balls haven't dropped,
lot
and I'm
of
like,
dudes-
what does that mean?
A lot of dudes fucked my mom. A lot of dudes. fucked my mom.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of
You find
fucking
out
dudes
you
fucked my
find out a
mom.
lot of people fuck your mom and
Lot
your
of-
sister and your dad sometimes. And they get real hardcore.
Or your dad watched. It was
Yeah, and then
"Dude,
you
I
go
ain't
like,
seen
"Oh,
my dad."
My dad's dead, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm still fucking him from the grave." You're like, "God damn, dude, you can't say anything on the internet, man.
Can't
They'll,
say
they'll
anything.
fucking they'll go
You're going
hard."
in. And then we had the fall of Afghanistan, and Jared lost the war.
Jared lost.
That's
the-
what it was. Yeah, that's when we brought Jared on. That
Thanks,
was
Obama.
that was crazy, dude. That feels so long ago, but like just happened. That
If
we got out of
Obama had
Afghanistan.
let me just fucking drop $86,000 fucking bombs on fucking poor people in
Jared-
the Middle East, I could have won the war.
Jared, you probably got shot at from like Pakistani college kids,
I
And you
did
were,
get
like,
shot
in a
at from
life-
Pakistani college
like a
kids.
life.
You know how
or
many
death
fucking
situation.
goddamn fucking college fucking
But dude, you have nothing on the CNN reporters on January 6th.
yeah?
Like they
they're
had some
gangsters.
serious
Dude,
PTSD,
AOC defended the Capitol.
Did you see this tweet where Eric Swalwell said he had his jacket off because he was ready to fight?
No.
That was a beautiful. You missed out, man. That was a
Is
beautiful.
he
tweet.
ready to fight his Chinese spy of a mistress that he was
Dude,
fucking?
He was
for-
no man. I just honestly let's just break that down. that fucking white ass motherfucker thought that like he was gonna take his jacket off in his nice suit in Congress because he was gonna fight some blue collar fucking hick.
Dude, could you imagine him fighting
Like-
fucking Q shaman?
Can you imagine any
That
of
dude
them?
had a
Just
spear.
even the fat ones. Like, you're gonna fight that guy? All right, let's see this. I'll watch this,
What are you trying to pull up right now, Typo?
dude.
Okay.
Typo's doing stuff. He's busy. He doesn't have time for your fucking shit anymore, bro.
He
He's-
can't do two things at
He's
once.
got 50% of the podcast now. You don't know his fucking
Oh.
power.
His headphones are fucking up.
No, he
I
just
thought-
sucks. He just sucks dick and he's a faggot. So he's fucking.
He's
He's
just smiling.
little fucking queer bait bitch.
But yeah, dude, the
fucking
whole
what?
Swalwell thing was dude, that happened this year too, didn't it? Finding out that he was fucking a Chinese
fucking the
spy.
Chinese chick. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. That came out
Like,
this
what
year.
the
Yeah,
fuck? Like,
yeah,
and
that
this is
came
the-
out. I'm telling you, yeah. It's
Dude,
all
this
just
year
been
was-
fucking hilarious. It just blurred through. It was just, and then it's funny because then I just go to my everyday life, and it's really funny because I do have different dynamics. My best jobs come from blue collar areas because it's already so fucked up. It's beyond their control, and they know it is, so they just have to pay a guy to do it. So usually it's a good paying job. And the other part is quick, like overpriced pick me up jobs from like white suburbanites. Those are fucking killers sometimes too, because sometimes they do have a fucked up problem. You just upcharge that shit.
Didn't
It's
you?
like,
What happened this week? You showed up to some white female's house that wanted you to work, and she has like a regular contracting company, and then she called out a smaller one as like an emergency.
Yeah, no, it was a dude. It was actually
Oh.
a dude, and it was like way the fuck out there. And I get there, and it was like telling him the pricing and everything like that, and he was just like, oh, he was like, and then he didn't like directly say no. I was like, so I'm like, are you good with that? Should I go fill out paperwork? And I thought he was like, yeah. And I thought he was like joking. Then all of a sudden, as we were leaving, because I was like, all right, I'll go grab stuff. He's like, oh, don't bother. I'm like, yeah, okay, and then fucking finally he was like, no, I got another guy who's coming to do it for like 280. I'm like, so why did you think 24/7? Okay, all right, man.
Do you
Whatever.
Do you still get to charge a service charge
No.
for coming out?
No, most companies don't anymore.
Hmm.
The competition's
charge
dragged it to a level because there is a large customer base, because there's a lot of people that are
Yeah.
fucking useless. So like there's a lot of calls that like flood the books because it's just like
Well, I
me
pour
like
grease down
me
my
like
fucking
last week. No,
disposal all
not
the
dude,
time.
not even that. Last week it was fucking 2 weeks ago. I walked into one that was my garbage disposal wasn't working, and I walked in and looked at her. I turned the switch, motor didn't engage. I'm like, all right. I walked over to her circuit breaker and I saw it flipped over. It tripped. I was like, works just fine. Can't charge for that.
Oh, that's annoying.
But you get shit like that constantly. It's literally retarded. It's just like, how the fuck do you survive? This is why that's honestly most of those tweets that you see me like, dude, a lot of these people ain't gonna fucking make it. It's usually when I'm interacting with somebody like that. I'm like, you're completely useless at everything.
Well,
Like
that's
you
what I was doing
can't
today.
like some of it's shit that's so dumb that if you just have like not even like you need to be a tradesman, just common knowledge about literally anything.
Like, just
and
general,
fucking-
yeah.
Yeah, like how many times I'm like, you know, like, hey, where's your water main shut off? I don't know. I'm like, why? Like,
Yeah,
why would
if
you
I had
not
my own
know?
house, I'd know where it is.
Like,
But
it
at
should
all
be,
the
like,
places
it-
we rented, I didn't know.
Like I did. I mean, I did.
I
And then again,
I could find it if I needed to.
I could find it if I needed to. Fucking, but like
Never
most,
needed to.
like that's like the two things you should know where are in a house. Like your
I
water
knew
shut
where our
off and your
electrical
circuit
box was.
breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew where that was. I don't remember where our shut off was. Fuck it. It's not my problem if it burst.
That's how I felt. And I was like, I don't really give a shit.
Mine's probably
But, like,
somewhere
it-
in the basement. Whatever. It's fucking. I'll figure it out. They'll pay me. I don't give a shit. That's why I feel bad for landlords, because I'm a tenant.
Typo, are you back? Can you hear us now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay. Oh. Do you have
Just my
headphones in?
suck. No,
No.
they're not.
Did you hear that part when I said you're a dick sucking queer?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So,
Just
thank-
making sure.
Well, he said that you're a dick sucking queer.
I said you're a dick sucking queer.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. This is when you started complimenting me on Twitter, I was like, this is getting weird, bro. We don't have this relationship.
Well, now, yeah, but now it's me and Luke and you. So now it's
Well,
Now
when
you're
it's
at
on-
the low man on the totem pole again.
Now
you know,
you're-
that
you're
is kind of
faggot.
true. That is kind of true. In, like guy relationships, when it's like one-on-one, people are like, eh. But then when like you add more people to group, people just start slamming on each
There's
other.
a
Like, I don't know what it
There's
I
a
don't know.
fucking
Hierarchy.
hierarchy.
There's a hierarchy.
Like
We're
it's like
fucking
we're trying to,
lobsters, bro.
yeah, we're
Did
trying to
you,
like,
did
prove
you
our
notice
dominance
whenever?
to
Did
each
you
other.
notice whenever we had Nick on, there'd just be all three of us just trashing you at the same time?
Yeah.
It was like we were trashing Typo for being a Jew and trashing Nick for being black. Like,
Yeah, it's fucking-
that's what white people do, bro. That's how we
Oh
do
my-
it. Like,
what we fucking do, bro. It's what we do.
it's in my DNA. I don't know what you want.
We fucking separate people based on traits and we discriminate against them.
Purposefully, and just
Your friends-
indiscriminately.
Your friends will find flaws in yourself that you didn't even realize you had. You're like, it's so weird. Like they'll be like, dude, the way you walk is retarded. I'm like, wait,
I remember.
walk this way my whole
the Marine
life.
Corps, with the Marine Corps, this one dude was like, "Bitch, you so ugly as fuck, dude." I was like, it was like somebody I deployed with, like we were like friends, quote unquote. I went to his wedding. And he was like, "Bitch, you're so fucking ugly," and I was like, "I'm not that fucking ugly." He's like, "Dude, your face isn't even symmetrical." I was like,
And then you start looking later on. in
dude,
the
I
day,
looked
like,
in the mirror and I was like, "Oh
oh,
fuck, you right." My
shit.
face ain't like my one lip comes up. I was like, "Oh man, I'm ugly as fuck."
Dude, that was my thing. Like everybody's like, "Oh, you got a big ass nose," and I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I see it every fucking day."
I'm
You think I
gonna-
don't have a? I know I have a big ass
It's like
nose.
I'm
Like,
gonna
come
have
on.
I'm gonna have to be really funny or like convince females I'm gonna make something of myself. Well, either way, like
Well,
one of the two.
No, well, good thing you're funny because
Good thing I'm funny. Am I?
the other one wasn't gonna work out.
Am
for
I
you.
am I funny?
Am I gonna make something of myself?
I don't know.
Probably not.
That's what no, fuck that, dude. I'm doing great, dude. As of this year, bro, I mean I clipped out. I mean, you know what I used to make. I clipped out like I'm 3/4 of the way to 6 figures, man. I'm fucking almost there. I'm like, oh shit. But now in today's economy, it's like, oh, that's still just like middle class, like lower middle class. Like,
Dude,
I
that's
still
what I'm saying.
live-
I live in a fucking $1,100 crack house apartment,
yeah,
I'm like,
trying
and I'm trying to make trying to get
every-
over 70K for the last year.
every fucking house with multiple bedrooms and like even 1.5 working bathrooms is like $250,000. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, that's why, dude. That's why we're looking at northeastern side of Texas, north western side of Georgia, and the southwestern side of Tennessee. Like,
Go to Tennessee, you'll be close. Tennessee would be
Well,
close.
yeah, well, the northern side of Georgia wouldn't be too far from you guys. It depends, kind of like Typo is probably gonna move before I do, and then I'm gonna kind of see where he's at, and I don't think my parents are gonna stay in Dallas. So I don't really. I'm
Are you
like
gonna stay in
Dallas.
Texas?
I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, if
I
you
don't know
guys,
they
if you,
will.
but if
They
I'm
might
just
move
saying,
back
if
to
you guys
fucking
wind up
Phoenix.
for one, there is a community out here.
I'm not
and they're
staying
all
in fucking Phoenix.
and they're all fucking great. There's the great Appalachia fucking community out here. But I mean, I don't interact. We don't talk to each other really. It's fucking hi. Oh my God, Freya.
She's being needy right now, so I let her
Oh,
up.
of course. Oh, the poor baby. But other than that, like, dude, Tennessee, I mean, given Kentucky prices aren't bad, you see shit that pops up every now and again that you're like, all right, I can deal with this. I can do this. Like, it's not fucking bad. Like but like that's like $186,000. I'm like, I mean, I understand.
all right, but,
I
like, in
understand. I have my
Phoenix,
I understand. I have my
100
VA benefits. Like, but like,
I wish
it's
I could find
fucking-
something under 200,000 right now. I wish I could find something.
it
under
does pop
200.
up. It pops up occasionally.
But like right now, I find crack houses for $270,000, and I'm like, I'm not paying for that. I'm not
Yeah.
paying
Dude,
for
it's
that.
got to be all the Californians moving there, dude.
Oh
Or
yeah, it is.
other fucking shitholes.
I
like
mean, it's
Colorado.
also, I think the housing
Chicago.
housing market's definitely just unaffordable. Like, it's just
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
it's a giant fucking bubble. There's no doubt in my mind that's a fucking bubble. Like, it's
But
fucking
that's
ridiculous.
the thing. That's why I those places that I said, like, those were the places that I saw that were most affordable, that I could still live in and do my job. And
That's because the area is so goddamn fucking poor that they still need things like what we do for a living. So it's like you can fucking get a house and afford it. Yeah, like I'll get there. Like I'm not saying it's not unattainable for me.
No,
but like
I'm not saying
like
it
my
is for
house,
you
like
either.
it's like today's economy, my household income back when I was a fucking kid was like, oh, you're like the rich dude in town.
Yeah, dude.
That's my
made the amount of money,
like I'm fucking I'm fucking there. And it's like,
isn't that
even by myself, I remember being in finance.
That's what I'm
class.
saying.
I remember being in finance school in like high school, and they literally had the thing where it was like to be the average like working class, can afford everything, send your kids to college, fucking everything, like annual salaries like around like $74,900 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I make that by myself, and it's like,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you.
This is garbage.
I know this shit is straight fucking ass because like I wanted to get, there was 4 years ago, like when we were all living together and shit, and I was like, I want to get to a certain spot because if I got to that certain spot, I'd be making money. Like I wouldn't be losing money. You know how like we were all in that like that area of like still losing money at the end of the month. Like we were still kind of like
you're barely clipping by. You're like,
you're pushing it when your bills come up. It gets to that point where it's like, I can't do shit.
And you were basically
going, you can overdraft, like which is bills the latest, like you actually pay. Yeah,
you were still going negative in some kind of debt at some area.
You stopped answering your phone for random numbers because you knew it was like one of the agencies.
It could be collections.
You owe money to.
I thought it was just me, dude.
No, that was all.
But you know, like we were all at that point. Right.
Ring.
I know. So we were all at that point, and now I'm at the point where I wanted to be 4 years ago, and it doesn't make a fucking difference.
It makes it like attainable, but you're like mad. You're like sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna like
now I'm breaking even. Like I have money in my account. I have money in my account, and I don't have to worry about like paying rent and utilities and things like that. I don't have to worry about that. Which is nice. I love it. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of Americans that don't get to do that right now.
Oh, no,
I'm very happy that I can do that. But I'm hitting even. I have fucking
over,
even, and it
like
pisses
I managed,
me off.
like how they always like made fun where it's like it was like, oh, we used to be the people when they say like the average American, the vast majority of Americans don't have $500 in their savings account.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, we don't. And now we do have over $500 in our savings account. We're like, oh, I'm still renting a fucking place, and like most of the houses like payments are going to be like even more than the rent is. Well, that's another thing. Like, you remember back when you were younger too, where it was like renting was actually more expensive than a fucking mortgage, but like at the price these houses are to have a typical family fucking home, even in a area like mine, which isn't that fucking bad, is like I'm gonna be paying more than fucking rent. And not only that, it's like, especially with our profession, there's like you're gonna buy that place and like 5 things are gonna fucking break and you're gonna have to replace it. Or fucking deal with it. And it's I'm like looking at that like, fuck, this is gonna be fun. This could be a good time.
Well, and it goes back to like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to fix up a house. Like, I don't really want to do that right now. I don't want to fix up a fucking house. I want to move into a house that I can enjoy. I don't want to fucking hate the house because I'm like,
that's the thing,
I have
though.
to
It's
fix
like
the leaky faucet in 2 of the bathrooms that I have. Like, I don't want to fucking have to do that. I want to move in and be like,
that's the thing though, is you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it,
obviously. Well, and I'm not gonna do it. Well, and that's the thing. I'm not gonna do it here. So,
but it's like that's the thing is like you're gonna wind up paying more than you did in rent, and on top of that,
I got the question. What does 2022 look like for us, boys? What are we doing? What's the move?
Are we doing predictions, bro? We're gonna get
no. Like, what's our personal moves? Like, what are you doing? Are you getting married this year? You get married next year? You just engaged for the year?
You went fucking I'm getting limbo, dude.
No, I'm waiting on a choice ring.
Okay, all right. But you're trying to buy a house this year. What are you doing? What's the goal?
Well, I think
personal goals for the year.
By the end of the year, I'm gonna be either actually like getting the paperwork running or like closing on a fucking house and like moving in.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Like I know what I need. I'm gonna soak up that fucking
professional goals.
I'm gonna soak professional goals. Maybe get licensed, like fully licensed. Yeah,
Maybe.
that'd probably be it. Yeah, it depends. It's money. Depends on money.
How much does it cost to get fully licensed?
$4,000, Kentucky.
Can you pass it?
$2,000
now?
is yeah. I've been doing this shit for like 5 years. Yeah. It'd be really easy. It's just the well, for one, I've been
Capital.
waiting for not capital as much as time, like my working hours and shit, because like I still have on-call nights and shit like that. So it'd be hard to like take a fucking night school and then have to, it's just like,
Oh, you have
and
to
then
do
all
like
and
a
then
whole fucking class.
yeah, it's a whole class. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I have to go to like a school to learn what I already know.
Yeah.
Like maybe pick
And
up
then take
like
the test at the
probably
end.
pick up knowledge and some shit that I just don't see that often, which would be nice. But like overall, it's probably like I have so many years of work experience from 2 different fucking fields of it that it's like I've seen it. I
Yeah.
know how to use it.
Okay.
Except for like really old shit. Really old shit gets me
So
sometimes.
Jared's buying a house and getting fully certified this year. That's what he's
Hopefully.
doing.
All right.
That's what
yeah.
he's doing.
The house
I
is
like
more
that.
important. That's the thing though, is
Yeah.
the house is more important. So it depends on what the economy looks like. It depends on what I'm raking
Yeah,
in.
No, I get it.
Things
I
like
get it.
that. But like the house is more important. Secondary would be get licensed or at least start it.
Yeah. All right, cool. Typo, what's yours? What you got?
Dude, I'm just trying to fucking. Well, I'm on the good position right now where I don't pay a lot of fucking bills because I live with my parents. So
In their
Fucking
basement.
love you, bro.
So I mean,
Is it in the basement?
Typo's the only true libertarian right now.
Yeah.
on the show.
But it's not fucking bad, dude. Like everything. I mean,
I
don't
bet
get
it
me wrong,
isn't.
It's everything's fucking like cheap around here. Like it's a. I mean, I live in a fucking
Did you get
like.
your tire fixed?
Yeah, dude, I had a flat tire. That
cool.
fucking sucked. But yeah. Well, my car is like pretty much fine because I had that engine replacement, so that was
Yeah,
cool.
because you flooded the fucking
Yeah.
engine.
Well, it worked out great for me. I got a brand new engine, and I had to pay for it.
You remember?
But my car is fine, so I'm gonna make that piece of shit Honda last me another 10 years if I fucking can, dude.
A Honda will. Like, I mean, it looks bad on the outside because of how many.
You went
holes
out,
you
Luke.
hit, but can
Oh.
you hear me now?
Yes,
Am I
Went out.
delayed?
Can't hear you, bud.
I hear him just fine.
I can't hear you either.
Oh, it's you, buddy,
It's fucking you, Jared.
blaming us. But I'm fucking just
There we
paying
go.
off the rest of my debt and saving as much money as I can. Because when we move, I mean, I don't want to fucking be my.
When's the plan for that? Where are you gonna fucking when are you moving?
Well, it depends because it depends. My parents want to sell the house first.
Yeah.
So it depends. We gotta finish up fixing up some things here to make it look better, so it'll look better on the market. And then, but they want to be able to move by this year. And with some recent events that just happened, it actually,
Yeah.
in a weird way, got a lot easier. And in a fucked up way, I guess. But
It's not that fucked up. It kind of happens that way.
yeah, it's a natural thing. But anyways, that's the plan, and we want to go to. I think I don't know. My parents are kind of set on going to Texas just because it seems.
Dude, Texas
like,
was cool. They don't sell alcohol. They don't sell liquor on Sundays, and that shit
Was that
pissed me
just
off.
your like? Is that the county or is that Texas state?
I don't know. It was in Houston and Dallas and
No.
Fort Worth. So like
Maybe.
they
That's
like
fucking
I don't
weird.
know if it's statewide or like they're all kind of part of the same county. I mean, they're only like Houston and Dallas are only 4 hours away. Like where I went to in
Yeah.
Dallas was only 4 hours away. And
Yeah, that's what's weird about red states, dude. They always got the weirdest like
alcohol
laws.
and drug
Drug
laws. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, Texas does look like the plan. It just seems like the most freest and financially easiest for my family. But yeah, we're probably gonna go down there a couple different places this year and check it out. And
Find a place.
yeah, and then I'm just trying to rack up as much money as I can because whenever they get a place, and eventually I think it'd be kind of cool is like get a house roughly close to where my family is. I'm not
Yeah.
live
No, that's
far.
legit. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jared is still here. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, where'd your video go?
I had to turn it off. My computer's trash.
Okay.
I don't know. My internet was skitzing out, so like I turned the video down to.
Well, what do you want to
Stabilize.
do professionally, Typo? What's the goals professionally?
Well, I don't know, honestly.
Just
it's
be a
kinda-
plumber, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm kind
Are
of.
you looking at trades? Are you?
Yeah.
I know what you do right now, but like, are you
Yeah,
gonna try and find the same thing when if you go to Texas
Like you'll be
this year, or what?
okay. You'll be okay with poop, bro. It'll be fine.
Or are you
It's
gonna
really-
go back
it's-
to? Are
It's
you
really
gonna
not
go
that
back?
bad.
Gonna go back to like golf courses and go get your degree for the golf course shit.
Take a shower when you
Um,
get home.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, bro.
But
Like, no, you'll make it. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, I know you do plumbing and you talk about like, what it is. And it's like, I don't know if you really want to do it though, bro. It's kind of not like, are you
Yeah,
okay
well, I
with like
do-
poop?
I
Like,
Well, he
do.
deals with poop right now, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
He
Yeah.
treats water.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm basically like where all your shit ends up.
Yeah, he's at the water treatment plant.
But I don't know. It's not a bad gig. The only thing that kind of sucks is it's like a state job. Well, not state. Well, I meant state by government in general.
Yeah.
But it's
But
not bad. But the fucking
What are you looking
golf-
at doing?
I was probably
Hopefully
gonna
our
get back.
podcast takes off.
Well, I'm not really putting a lot of faith in that. But fucking no, I think I'm probably gonna go back for the golf course thing. And being down in like the South, it'll be more year round, so it'll definitely be a lot better and better opportunity for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was actually thinking, and it's a lot easier to do it now because everything's online. But probably going back to school, as much as I fucking dread that.
Yeah. I don't know. This year, I'm trying to make as much money as possible. I'm looking at passive income, boys. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking at money money to make that I don't have to work for. But there's not a lot of opportunities for that. And that's my goal, though. I want to stop working. I don't want to fucking work anymore. I'm so tired
I
of
don't want to
fucking
fucking
working.
work anymore.
I'm so tired of work. I'm tired of working for other people. I bet you there's a lot of people out there like that right now. Like I am full on board with like trying to find, I don't know, rental properties or anything that I can afford right now to make, constant influx of cash where I have to do very minimal upkeep. Like that's the goal, because I'm tired of fucking working for other people. And I'm because
Yeah,
you're
dude.
at this point in time, it's kind of like, so I really like Clint from Liberty Lockdown. Like we love Clint. Like Clint's awesome. And I kind of envy him in a way because he can continue to live his life and move to where he wants to and things like that because he doesn't have to worry about the money. Like he doesn't have to worry about the money. And I'm tired. I've worried about money my entire life. It's,
I mean, I don't worry about
We
money
all-
anymore, but it's
I don't
like,
I don't
I'd
worry
work for
about
it.
money. Yes, I get that, but like I want to not worry about money at all. Like I want to
Like
do what
5
like,
years in advance. not
like
worry
right
about
now,
money.
it would be very difficult for me to up and move. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to up and move whenever I need to. And I want that not worry about money, like that amount of not worrying about money. Like that's a big amount of money that you need to have at this point in time. So that's my goal. I want to not worry about money. It's probably not a year goal. That's probably like more like a 5-year goal. But this year I might look at buying a house, not to stay in, but at least to have and fix up enough that I can either resell it or rent it out when I leave. That's my goal for this year. Look for something like that. And then
Buy it
professionally,
in Phoenix.
I might buy it in Phoenix just because our lease is up in August time frame and we're not going to be able to move then. Which is fine. Like it's not that big of a deal to me. So we'll probably be here at maybe another year, depending on if we sign a lease or not. If I buy a house, then we can leave whenever we want, because I'll be able to fix it and sell it as we're going through it. You know what I mean? So probably if I could buy a house in August timeframe, fix it up as much as possible, and then just coast until we're ready to leave and get out of this fucking state, which Phoenix isn't a bad area compared to everything else that's going on, but I'm ready for a change. Like my goal is maybe not this year getting out, but next year out of Arizona, because I'm trying to trying to have some four seasons. I want some community. I want some people around me that I enjoy being around. And I love my girlfriend's family. They're awesome. And those are the only people I'm gonna miss here, really, besides our buddy Nick. And I'm going to try and get him to move eventually anyways, just like I got him to move to fucking Phoenix in the first place. So so wherever I go, we'll convince him to move there anyways. And then maybe I'll try and get Jared and fucking his fiance to move to wherever we are, depending.
I'm gonna live in Kentucky. I vibe here. I vibe here hard.
We'll see.
I vibe
we'll
here
see.
hard. No, and I see
We'll see.
properties that are honestly like exactly what I want pop up here and there. So, and the way
I
the
know.
housing market
I
is, I'm
know.
gonna see them more and more because it's gonna start. Yeah. So I'm
We'll see.
No.
We'll see. I'm pretty convincing guy. And but then professionally, I want to get a couple certifications that I need to get for my job. Not so much that they will help me do my job, because I already have certifications that will let me do it, but certifications that will let me do it anywhere in the United States. There's a couple of like national certifications that I want
yeah.
right now. And those are the things that I'm looking at. I think that's those are my goals for 2022, get those national certifications. So then I really don't have to worry about a job wherever I go.
Yeah. I mean, it's everybody wants to move up. I don't know. I kind of accepted my whole life. I'm just gonna work until I die.
I don't want to do that. I
Like
don't
from
wanna
the
do that.
get-go. I don't know. I just
Well,
accepted it.
no, I know it's like a part of, like, we all three of us grew up poor as fuck. We
Yeah.
all grew up poor as fuck. Like, that's like the existing reality of our lives, is like you're gonna work until you die.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
And
make
I don't-
money
I don't
doing it
want that.
though.
Well,
Like I'm
yeah, but
making
I don't
money
want
doing
that.
it. So I'm like,
I don't want to work
yeah,
until
I get
die.
that. I
wanna
get that
be-
though.
I want to be 40 and being like, yeah, I'm chilling. I get to go to my kids' soccer games, or whatever the fuck they play,
Yeah.
or not play. Like, I don't
It's-
want to
I
have
think,
to be
Kids will
like,
never
oh,
play
I'm on.
soccer.
I don't want to be like, oh, I'm on call this week and I get to miss all the fucking shit. Like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to fucking do that shit.
I'm close to not being on call anymore. That'll be nice.
Well, in my job, we'll always have it on call unless. I
Oh,
move
that's
up to
gay as fuck.
management.
I'd have told him to suck a dick.
Well, unless I move up to management, and I don't really want to do their fucking.
I don't need to
management
be in
bullshit.
management. It's only one day a week, and that sucks enough. Fuck that. You can fucking fuck right off.
Dude, and a lot of these management at these companies and shit are it's fucking gay. Like, it's fucking.
Yeah, it's like
stupid.
most places. Actually, most of my managers are really good. I really like my managers.
Would
Most of
you
them.
like to
No,
be the
I'm not.
manager?
I'm not talking shit about like the managers themselves. I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah.
like the position.
I
of
wouldn't want to
managers
be that.
fucking-
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Dude, with the shit I know I call my boss about, I don't want to
Yeah.
be them. I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Well, and I rarely call my boss, but like I know other people call my boss all the time, and I wouldn't want to have to deal with all the other people. Like for
Yeah.
me, it's like, hey, I can't do my job right now because I don't have the invoice or the reports for this job.
Like
And
I had
he's
one
like-
that was like a
He's like,
bunch of
oh,
like
okay. I'll send it
everything
to you
was
now."
overflowing, tub and shower overflowing from toilet flushes, so it's all sewer already, like not like blowing out, but it's already going over the list. It's on the 5th floor, and there's multiple floors above, and it's still coming because you have like probably at least 24 units connected into these fucking stacks.
Don't you love when you get to a job like that and it's like 4 hours after the fact that it started?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's already fucked, but it's
Fucking
not that.
dicks.
It's like I'm on the 5th floor and I have a 16-gallon shop vac, and I mean it's already overflowing. So it's like, all right, man, I'm gonna suck some of this water out. I'm gonna make like one trip. I'm gonna dump it, and it did. It's
And I'll
16
come back and
gallons. So I
suck
took a
more.
good amount. No, because it was already filling up again. I wouldn't have been able to keep up with it. So I got it down a little bit, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm gonna pull this fucking toilet to get this line because y'all don't have a clean out because you fucking suck. And I'm the 5th guy to be out here to deal with the exact same problem before excavation comes through and does a bunch of shit. So we're just gonna wing it, bro. Just fucking wing it with the shop vac. And all my management agreed with me. They're like, yeah, you're not gonna keep up with it. I'm like, yeah, I know. I kept up with most of it.
Makes sense.
But yeah, it
makes
was
sense.
shit like that. There was like, it's fucking shit's retarded.
All right, so moving on from our personal stuff, what's happening in 2022? Is
I
it just
hope
gonna
the
be
em-
more jokes? Is it gonna be
I
more
hope-
jokes? I
I
feel
hope
like
the
it's gonna be
empire's
more
just
jokes.
dying. I hope the empire is dying and I can laugh at it.
I
Well, yeah,
feel like it's just gonna be more jokes.
I finally have a rifle at a time in my life where I'm not going to turn around and sell it. That's competent enough for combat for
Yeah.
unknown reasons and
That's
hypothetical.
all right. That's a personal goal for me. I need one of those.
Yeah, I got one. I'm gonna deck that bitch out over the next few months.
I might just go into debt for one.
Because that's another thing. Oh, that was my backup. I mean, it's not as much of a goal as it is an aspiration, but it's like I want to just complete my like standard. I want to complete my kit, just full kit out, just everything done. Just get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh boy, I better be able to get to some people quick, man. Shit's gonna be rough.
I feel like I actually think there might be a red wave in the midterms. I
don't know. I don't know.
I think a lot of Republicans are gonna, at least like the majority of like the House and the fucking.
I kind of agree with that in a general sense, but I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be a red wave, but I don't think it'll do.
No, it'll make the right complacent.
Yeah.
The right's gonna feel
Which
like
I
they're in control again, and they're gonna be like bragging about how like, oh, they fucking Republicans passed like this,
like they did with Obama.
bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
like
then they're
Obama
gonna-
again. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna think they're doing something. They're gonna be fucking get complacent, I think, and then we won't actually see anything done, and then like some sneaky bullshit will pass through, and they won't even be paying attention. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Some right wing pundits think that like, oh, there's actually gonna be like a red wave of serious, like, and it could be some serious like conservative ideas or whatever that starts hitting the fucking, at least bills or something. Maybe they actually do like, I mean, it's possible, dude. I mean, the Democrats went all in on these fucking lockdowns. A lot of the Republicans that were in,
isn't it kind of weird? Isn't it kind of weird how they're like backing up off of shit right now?
Yeah, I kind of think that they, I think like, the cities just kind of like trying to pass this, like the vaccine mandates or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that was like their last little power grab. And now they're all going to start pulling back and being like, oh, we fucking, get the vaccine or whatever for our little gay cities, and we'll have COVID eradicated. And as we get closer to the election, they're gonna fucking back off in this shit, because I think they know that a lot of people are just done with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just done with it. And so I think a lot of them are going to try to play it up like, oh, we stopped the virus. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And like, won't be completely over in a lot of cities. I think like remnants of it will still hang there, because that's just how government works, where you can't fully get rid of all the bullshit that they push. But I just think that they're trying to set things up for the midterm so they can be like, we're not doing this anymore, and we beat the virus, and the Republicans didn't do anything, and that's going to be their game plan. But I really do think that there's going to be some places that kind of flip red pretty hard.
Yeah, well, so there was one thing that I saw right before I went to Dallas, and it like popped up on my feed. But when Twitter does that annoying ass fucking shit where it like auto refreshes all of a sudden, and it was like Biden saying something about like, oh, it's up to the states. Like I can't do anything about it. And it was about the COVID stuff. I saw that.
He's off to his Rhode Island beach house.
and just goes away. And it was like that was, I saw that quickly. And then I tried to click on it and Twitter auto refreshed. And then I think I got distracted, or I was in the airport or something like that. And I got on a plane, or I don't know. It was something like that where I didn't get to like follow up on it. And then I've just been lazy as fuck and I've never went back and looked for that specific thing. But because I was trying to see like what the fuck he was talking about, like if he was actually talking about like the COVID vaccination shit, because that's a complete flip than that he was doing like this entire year. And then on top of that, you have like Jen Psaki, the fucking White House press secretary.
I love her. She's so bourgeoisie. It's so great.
Dude,
she's such a fucking white woman.
She's
such an upper class white woman.
I know. It's insane. God. And these people fucking cheer her. And it's like, you're the last person that's the last person that these,
she's all like
Democratic socialists should fucking cheer, because
she's all like sassy and uses like 4-syllable words, but like she's retarded at the same time.
Yeah, because they don't make sense in the fucking context that she's talking about. And, so I saw the Biden thing and I went to look at it, and obviously it refreshed, and but like that was just such a weird, it was like a weird thing to see. And then I didn't really pay attention to it. And then, 2 weeks later, or a week later, I guess, like it was the beginning of the week last week or middle of the week last week, and CNN comes out with their whole fucking shit about masks. So they're backing off of masks and how they're not really
the cloth
helping
masks.
anything.
Specifically, the cloth masks aren't fucking. Oh, they don't work now.
But like we remember at the whole beginning of this thing, like N95s, you could not get anywhere because they were saving them specifically for hospitals. And they were also telling people it doesn't matter, you don't really need it. And now it's like, oh, it's an aerosol. Whatever. I don't give a shit about the whole like actual COVID disease on what's protecting against it. Because like I said before,
you're not fat.
Well, I'm not fat, and
you don't have cancer.
Yeah. And so like
you're good.
My thing now is like it's weird to see them back off of it so heavy and then still kind of like talk about it every day. You know what I mean? Like, because that's kind of what's happening. Fauci came out and started talking about the kids with kids and
the CDC just like backed off a little bit, and they're like, oh, you don't need to quarantine for 10 days. Now it's 5 days because it's magically different.
Wasn't there something where like the CDC measures were based on what they thought people were going to deal with?
Yeah. And the PCR test now, they're not very accurate. So there's no really point to take a test.
Because you can test up to 14 weeks after getting infected.
So they kind of like
have a
backed
false
off
positive
on it.
And then Fauci also came off of the kid thing. He was like 87%. Fauci said this. It was like 80 something percent. I don't remember the exact number, but he was like 80% of the kids that have COVID or are in the hospital. They didn't go to the hospital because they have COVID. They were in the hospital for something else, and they just happened to have COVID. Yes, and it was like a weird distinction on the, like, it was so weird because we've been saying this shit, like, especially people in our circle have been saying this shit for a long time. And then like, it just blew up like the first of the year to now. It's just like one thing after another.
Dude, the weirdest thing I saw, so the Chicago's teacher union basically voted that the teachers aren't going to start doing e-learning again in Chicago starting Monday. And the fucking corporate press went after them for it. They literally were saying like, it was weird, dude, because they were like, well, if these teachers don't want to go back to work, well, goodbye. Thank you for teaching our youth or whatever, but we don't need you if you're not going to work. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this, dude? That's a complete 180 for like, oh my God. And so like, I think they realized, I mean, maybe kind of with this Virginia thing that kind of severely flipped, that went to that red governor, and he made education like the number one thing. And I think they kind of picked up on that as like, oh, we need to keep kids in school and we need to pull back a little bit on this COVID shit, or at least this CRT shit, because parents are very rowdy right now. And calling them domestic terrorists wasn't working out very well. So maybe we should pull back a little bit.
They're like, we are the Taliban.
That's the only thing that kind of worries me about the COVID stuff sticking around, because I think the corporate press is kind of like realizing like, oh, dude, we can't keep this going. But they scared the shit out of people for like 2 years that there's people demanding more. Like they want more lockdowns.
They want.
Like I follow all the Illinois.
Kylo Ren and fucking Star Wars more.
Yeah, and all the Illinois. Like I follow all of them just because I live here now and I just want to see what they're up to. And there's people just like, we need to lock down. If we don't get this virus of Omicron under control, the economy's fucked. Don't talk about the economy like we're gonna save it when Omicron's infecting the world. I'm like, whoa, okay, people, because that's how it works. And so like, I don't know, dude, there's like this weird population that they fucking manipulated for this whole time, and they're like begging for more like lockdowns.
Yeah, there's been an uptick too. I mean, there's been an uptick. There was like a little lull where like the mask wasn't like as much of a thing for a while. I'd still have it in like my pocket because like it's your property at the end of the day. So like, okay.
Yeah,
and then like my company mandates it and everything. I mean, every company fucking mandates it. But
I don't.
But
do
they
it
put even they pulled they like pulled that back a little bit and fucking we're like, but obviously if the customer requests like booties and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, obviously, all right, cool. And I've just seen an uptick of like people are like, hey, do you have a mat? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can I fix your toilet now, man?
But overall, at least, I mean, maybe my vision's a little different. Being in this small community, like no one gives a fuck. Like
No,
straight
yeah,
up, like
I'm in a city.
no
I'm in
one,
an urban area. I fucking hate it. I need to get out of the city.
no one cares. Like people don't even really talk about it that much, unless it's like
No.
someone gets it, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, he's got the COVID. He's
When I'm
gonna
like,
be out."
Dude,
When I'm
my
in like
whole
rural,
family,
when I'm in like
my
rural
whole-
area, it's not as bad. But when I go to like like metro areas, it's fucking,
dude,
it's
over
fucking.
yeah, over Christmas and shit, like my whole family got it. Like my aunt, my two cousins, and then my mom tested positive. And my mom is vaccinated, fully vaccinated, and she's kind of like bitched at me a couple times to get vaccinated. And I felt like shit the week before. I felt like fucking ass. We did a podcast, and I think I was talking about it on the podcast. I was like, I'm not going to get fucking tested, and I felt fine before I went to Dallas. So I was like, I'm still fucking going. I don't give a shit. And that they all felt like shit before I got there, so it's not my fucking fault. But they all felt like shit before I got there, and they're like, do you care? And I was like, I literally don't give a shit. I felt like shit all week this week, but I feel fine. And like, I'm not worried about this shit. And they all got sick, and my aunt and my cousins, none of them are vaccinated. They're fucking, they grew up in Texas, and like my cousins, they grew up in Texas and California, but mostly Texas. So they're like, yeah, we don't really care. We don't really give a shit. So I don't even know if they're vaccinated. I didn't fucking ask. I wasn't trying to be that guy over the fucking holidays. And they all got COVID. They're all fucking fine. They all feel fine. They just felt like shit for a few days. And my mom's like calling me the other day and was like, hey, are you how are you feeling? I haven't talked to you in a couple days. And I was like, I feel fucking fine. I'm not worried about this. I'm still not getting vaccinated. You guys can suck like my dick. Like I don't care. Like I'm not getting fucking vaccinated. And she was like, no, and she doesn't expect people to be vaccinated. She doesn't even expect people to like wear masks or anything. Like my parents are really cool about this whole thing. They do stuff for them.
And you really push those two females like down a little bit, haven't you? You were like,
yeah. Well, I mean, with the whole thing, I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like it's like Typo posted it because he took it from somebody else, but he posted on Twitter. He's like, I'm not vaccine hesitant. What'd you say? I'm not vaccine hesitant. I outright I fucking refuse. Somebody posted it on our fucking Instagram, and I didn't realize that. They posted it as a comment, and then I looked at the timestamp, and Typo posted it a little bit later. But it's a good fucking quote. It's a good fucking quote. I outright refuse. And like, that's how I am. And I mean, when it comes to my job, I mean, if they fucking listen to this thing, they would know that I'm not going to fucking take it. But they wanted us to do a, vaccine survey, and we're required to do it. But then I argued against it. Like, I'm not telling you one way or the other if I'm vaccinated or non-vaccinated. You don't get to know either way. And you can't even tell me who is going to get this information. So I'm definitely not fucking telling you. And
my company's been really chill. They're just just gonna do all bare minimum.
My HR is like super liberal. I know that my HR is super liberal.
It's not even HR, it's just straight up company policy. It just came straight down. They're just like,
our company policy has a class that says don't join a union. Like, our company is known for being very red. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's known for being very red. But with this whole thing, my company's a $1 billion, like couple $1 billion organization. So they're like, we're not going to take a $10,000 hit every month or every week or whatever it is from the United States government. Because people aren't telling us if they're vaccinated or unvaccinated. Like, that's kind of where my company is looking right now. And I'm just like, I'm not telling you. I'm not going to fucking tell you. And the date for when that's supposed to be done is 4 days from now. So we'll see how it fucking goes. Because apparently under the United States Congress, it's supposed to be in 10 days, January 10th. Like, you're supposed to have a legal record of if your people are vaccinated or if they are unvaccinated or they have some exception. And I wasn't the only one. Like, we were like, no, there was a few of us that were like, no, we're not fucking telling you shit. You don't get to know. And I'm kind of interested to see how it goes. Like, 2022 is going to be fucking interesting.
Yeah. Labor force is being all sorts of fucky, man.
But
I don't know. I just know these bitches still need their shit fixed, so I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. It's, I mean, that's what it is. It's like, oh, I got job security, man. I mean, it's just sad. And I do notice too, though, man, it's fucking, because I mean, our prices, everybody's prices are going up. Our prices are going up for like service fees and shit.
Yep.
And it's just like, they have to, though, to keep their dudes and fucking like keep up with everything. Like, because it's like I need money to stay around for how much you work on me. Everything else, like for my jobs, yeah, I get it.
I think Biden's done after this year.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait. I honestly, this is probably one of the few election years in a bit that I'm gonna be like, oh, this will be interesting to watch. This will be fun. I want to see, because I don't even know. Is DeSantis gonna run? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, who's?
Well, that's the president. I want
to know who's gonna run against Biden, and I'm very interested to see how this is all gonna turn out. I want to see Democrats. I want to see Democrats run against Biden.
Well, it looks like Bernie Sanders might try to run again, dude. I
Oh
don't know
my God! How is he
even
not dead?
I don't know, dude. But someone in his staff was like, there will be a Democrat nominee running against Biden, and it was like from the Bernie Sanders staff. So I was like, I wonder who that means.
Yeah, there's a couple people that are saying that they're gonna run somebody against Biden, and I think it's probably a smart move, because a lot of the Democrats don't like Biden. They just wanted fucking Trump out of office, and still, that's like I try to explain to people that like that's like the worst reason to vote for somebody. Like, you know, like that's
other than
like,
just voting in general.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, if you had to vote, like just voting for somebody to get somebody else out isn't like if we had to vote, like if we were required to vote, like that's a bad reason to vote. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But like I think a DeSantis Trump thing might do really well for Republicans. I think a DeSantis anybody really would do really well for Republicans. But at the same time, like there's a lot with the Dems. Like I think they weren't expecting the Republicans to react the way that they did. They wanted the law and order Republicans, and they didn't get the law and order Republicans over this last year. And
I think they kind of bought into their own narrative, where they actually thought Biden was going to be the dude that like, oh, we're back to normal.
I think everything.
Come on back.
My big prediction is I just hope everything is gay and fucking retarded, more gay and fucking retarded than it was last year, because at least it'll bring me humor, and I just stop paying attention to it and just keep doing whatever I need to do.
I love that Jared and I are on the same wavelength.
I'm gonna do
because Jared, I've been saying for like the last few weeks, like I hope that they're more tyrannical.
The Marine Corps, yeah, they're going to be. And I hope the Marine Corps just prepare me to just slip all the way through that shit. Just most of that bullshit. Just
I'm good at
skating all the way through. Just slide on in. Just it's all right, man. Like still be a piece of shit, but like still make it. Like I don't one way or another, man. I'm gonna fucking do it. It's all it is, dude.
I'm gonna get the fuck.
Dude, I got fucking workout equipment and I'm fucking using the shed. I got fucking, one day I will buy my wife a Peloton bike and we'll know we fucking made it, dude. That's
when you made it.
That's when I fucking made it. Also, when I get the mule, I'm gonna get a mule. I'm gonna raise a mule.
What's its name? I keep seeing it. Kevin the mule.
Kevin. I'm gonna get a male mule as a baby mule. Don't worry, there's gonna be heavy research that goes into this. I'm gonna make sure I have the land to deal with a mule, because I'm gonna get a mule. And so that's in the house buying apparatus. Is like I need room for a mule.
Just a mule?
Other shit too, but I like how much like I'm researching how much land I need for a mule. I'm good. I can deal with a mule. And yeah, man, but they live to be like 45. They're really smart. Like all right, cool. They're assholes.
They're gonna live longer than you.
No, they're gonna live as long as me. Like me and this mule are gonna be like he's always gonna be like that asshole Kevin. That's my life. I want to like come home and be like
Mikey is going to be so jealous.
Kevin, you fucking piece of shit. Like, yeah, and I hope to have him within Mikey's lifetime. So I can look at Mikey and be like, fuck you, dude.
I got this after you, bitch.
I got this piece of shit. I don't even fucking like him. I miss you. I don't fucking know. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna get a mule. That's it. I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna get a mule. I'm gonna get a mule. I'm gonna get quail.
Quail lay more eggs.
Dude, talk to Tree. He's got. he
I
does
know.
look
I
cool.
do talk to Trigi. I fucking hate him because he's just like a year and he's like 2 years.
Nah,
ahead.
he's like 2-3 years
He's
ahead
two.
of us
Nah,
right
not
now.
2-3. He's 2. He's like firm 2.
Well, he's like
2
2-3 years ahead of me.
He's 2 years. He's 2 years ahead of me. Piece of shit. Fucking faggot. I love him.
Well, I know Jared has to fucking get off here soon. So Typo,
Oh, yeah.
What are, I don't know if you want to do like final predictions or whatever, but like what do you want to say to end
Dude,
this
Biden's
fucking
done.
show?
We're gonna get
By the end of this
Kamala.
year.
The end
Are
of
we
the
gonna get
year.
Kamala? Is that
We're
your
gonna get
prediction?
Kamala's coming in.
Yes. I'm
just
okay with
think
that.
I think the Dems hate Kamala. I don't think they
Well,
like her that
I
much.
think a lot of people hate Kamala
I
more,
think they're
which
gonna.
is
Well,
not
that's why the
impressive.
Republicans. That's why the Republicans might win because they're gonna run Kamala like they did Hillary. Like they're
But
gonna
they can't
pretend
see
that people like
the
her.
Dems put themselves in this problem, dude. They can't have a black female vice president and then be like, actually, we're gonna let someone else take power, and even though everyone hates you, because then she can just pull that like, this is racist, and then the woke crowd, oh boy, talk about
We'll
fucking
see.
going after him. So like Kamala, I think Kamala, like I don't know. I don't think Biden can be drug wrong in this weekend at Bernie's any longer. I just don't think they can keep doing it. And he's hated. They have to, like, I feel like they just gotta get him out of there because like they can't have this dude keep stumbling over press conferences and for fucking another 3 years. So I think Kamala's gonna come into power, and that's when things are gonna get froggy. I think she is like, and she's gonna know because she's like hated that she only has 2 years of prez. Then she's like not
Gonna
gonna
go
give
ham.
a fuck. She's not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I want to wish
Val.
everybody. I
I
want to
saw
wish
the blur.
everybody.
I knew you had
Yeah.
it blurred out, but like I was like, hi. You followed me on Twitter. I followed you back. We're cool.
I want to
So
wish
my fa-
everybody a happy new year, and I hope all your professional and personal successes come true.
Tell
And
her- Tell her I said she's my favorite minority still.
hey, babe, Jared said you're his favorite minority still. She said, "Oh my god." She said, "Thanks."
No.
Nobody has called her a minority since you.
I know. I love you, Val. I'm sorry.
He said he loves you. But yeah, that's how I'll end the show. So I hope everybody's personal and professional success comes true and comes to fruition. Buy fucking Bitcoin. Because Typo and I are personally invested in it. And
It's not looking good today, boys.
and yeah, that's the shit show for me. What do you got, Jared?
Nobody. If you don't know my handle already, fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about your fucking handle. What do you want to say to the fucking people that don't hear you all the time anymore?
Fuck you.
Yes, thank you. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted out of you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming on, Jared.
Love you, man.
We'll have to do it again soon. We'll do fucking a month out. Like a month
Dude.
out. Let's get you back on. and
Honestly, I don't.
fucking
As
bullshit.
long as we can work out time shit, I don't give a shit. I love
Yeah.
talking to you guys. Gives me an excuse
Yeah.
to talk to you guys for an hour and a half.
I know. I always miss talking to you. I miss having you here, but I'm glad you're doing well, and I'm
You
glad
too,
you're.
bud. It seems all three of us are doing well, man. We all, dude. I think we all, me and
I wouldn't
T-Dog
say
were
well,
talking about
just
it.
better.
No, that was it. No,
Not
me
well,
and T-Dog-
just
me and
better.
Me and T-Dog were talking about it. It's like incrementally, every single one of us were like, I'm at that point where I need to break off. Like I need to go wee, and just everybody
we
just
needed
did
to
it,
figure
and
out
we
our
all
shit.
and we all benefited. So it's all good, you know. Type
Yeah,
of
we figured it out.
his parents' basement and just make money. It's fucking.
Not even, that's basically what I do.
But at least he makes money doing it. He's like, you know what? I'm just
Yeah, at least he's not living off of them. Like,
yeah, they wouldn't allow that.
I think your dad would beat you. We got to get your dad on too, so we'll have to do that this year. And
I
then
want to be on when his dad comes on.
Okay, yeah, next time we'll shoot for like a month. We'll get all of us on.
Yeah,
And
I want
Typo's
that. I
like,
need
fuck,
Typo's
god
dad
damn
on.
it.
Dude,
All
I
right,
just
but
hear him enough.
I do
every
need
day
to go
now.
though. I love you guys. I need to hop out though.
All right, dude. Hey, thanks for coming on. That's the fucking shit show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We out.
Setting fire to the blunt of allowable opinion.